New at 6, it's been 10 years since a murder spree on the Central Coast prompted the creation of gun violence restraining orders. Our city attorney was one of the early adopters of it. We revisit the history of the law, which she says works. Critics, however, argue the law tramples on people's rights. They were in their late teens, early 20s back in 2014. Maybe today some would be parents, maybe working in careers they loved, but they didn't get the chance. 3 stabbed to death, 3 others shot and killed in Isla Vista near UC Santa Barbara. More than a dozen others injured. The crimes a decade ago committed by a 22-year-old with known mental health problems.
The family called on their own child to law enforcement, and law enforcement said, he hasn't committed a crime. We can't do anything about this. Predictably, the kid did exactly what the family thought he was going to do, and he committed mass murders.
Following the murders, California's gun violence restraining order became law. Also known as a red flag law, it's a civil order that removes guns from people who pose a threat to themselves or others. You were saying it's effective. How has it been effective?
So a gun violence restraining order is a crisis intervention tool. I don't think that anybody wants to wait until somebody uses a gun to break the law by murdering somebody. It's like if you know somebody is drunk, you take their car keys away.
City Attorney Mara Elliott launched the use of gun violence restraining orders in late 2017. I first interviewed her about GVROs more than 6 years ago.
Well, I'm hoping that it makes people feel safer.
Since then, it's come a long way. Through May 1st of this year, the city attorney's office obtained 1,895 GVROs. That includes the short-term emergency orders and longer-lasting ones issued by the court. That typically can take your firearms away for up to 5 years. In all, 3,705 firearms have been seized.
And our office has fully embraced it because it works.
Cases she can't forget. 2018, where a man they discovered had a weapon stockpile shot a city employee doing his job.
He was going to be able to post his bail and get home. So we wanted to make sure that there were not guns remaining in the house when he got back.
In 2019, a man pointing guns at buildings from a downtown hotel room.
So do we want to wait to see if he's actually going to do it?
I also caught up with Michael Schwartz from the San Diego County Gun Owners PAC.
When we spoke in 2018, you said conceptually the idea of taking firearms from criminals or people that are mentally unfit is something we stand behind. Is that statement still true today?
Absolutely. I mean, we talk about how we defend the rights of people who are sane, trained, and law-abiding.
From then to now, have any of your thoughts on gun violence restraining orders changed?
If anything, I'm even more determined to either completely get rid of gun violence restraining orders or do a massive overhaul.
He said he's seen the law being abused.
There is nowhere near enough due process when it comes to gun violence restraining orders, and it's made it very easy for them to be used vindictively against people.
Schwartz mentioned a case where charges were never filed for a man accused of road rage, but the man's lawyer said his concealed carry weapon got taken away and he's still trying to get it back. He said he's seen coworkers and roommates wrongfully filing GVROs against people they didn't like, although Schwartz didn't give me specifics. The city attorney argues when it comes to the final decision on whether to take away a gun,
the determination isn't made by my office as a city attorney. It's not made by the San Diego Police Department. It is made by a court of law.
Elliott says she works with groups like the Alzheimer's Association to educate others. While the organization didn't give me a specific stance on GVROs, a spokesperson said if there are imminent safety concerns regarding guns and a loved one's safety, families should be proactive in removing guns or restricting their access.
I feel that it's the most important thing I've done as city attorney.
Law enforcement, immediate family, the person's employer, those are among the groups who can request a GVRO. So far, 21 states have some type of red flag law.